Welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're taking a journey into the eerie, mysterious, and downright creepy world of cursed objects. These are items you should never touch, let alone own. We're going to look at the top 10 cursed objects that, over the years, have been tied to tragedy, death, and misfortune. Many of these tales come with documented accounts and spine-chilling histories, so let's dive into the facts, legends, and mysteries that make these objects famous. Top 10. The Hope Diamond. We'll start with one of the most infamous cursed jewels in the world, the Hope Diamond. This gorgeous blue diamond has an estimated worth of over $250 million, but the curse attached to it has supposedly caused tragedies for anyone who dared to possess it. Originally mined in India and rumored to be stolen from a statue, the diamond found its way to King Louis XIV of France in 1668. However, tragedy struck several owners throughout its history. King Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette both wore it, and we all know their fate. Both were beheaded during the French Revolution. Subsequent owners also faced untimely deaths, financial ruin, and even insanity. It finally found a permanent home in the Smithsonian Museum in Washington, D.C. in 1958, where it's now on display. So, while it's beautiful to look at, would you dare to touch it? Top 9. The Crying Boy Painting. The Crying Boy is a famous mass-produced painting from the 1950s that features a young boy with tears streaming down his face. People started noticing that houses with this painting had a strange tendency to catch fire. Incredibly, in many of these fires, the painting would be one of the only things to survive, completely untouched by flames. In 1985, firefighters in the UK were so disturbed by the pattern that some refused to keep the painting in their homes. The mystery has led some to believe that the painting is cursed, though skeptics say it's just an old myth. Regardless, many people have gotten rid of their copies, fearing this supposed curse. Top 8. The Dybbuk Box. Now let's talk about the Dybbuk Box, an old wine cabinet that's said to contain a dybbuk, a malicious spirit from Jewish folklore. The story of the Dybbuk Box took off in the early 2000s when it was sold on eBay by a man named Kevin Mannis. Mannis claimed that after buying the box, he and his family experienced strange, frightening occurrences. The box supposedly caused nightmares, health problems, and even unnatural shadows around the house. The Dybbuk Box now sits in Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum in Las Vegas, Nevada, where it's kept under lock and key. Visitors report feeling uneasy around it, with some experiencing nausea, chills, or just an overwhelming sense of dread. Whether you believe in Dybbuks or not, it's safe to say this is one box you don't want to mess with. Top 7. Annabelle the Doll. The story of Annabelle has become iconic, especially since the movies. But this isn't just Hollywood, it's based on a real doll, originally a simple Raggedy Ann, owned by a nursing student in 1970. After strange occurrences like the doll changing positions and leaving notes, paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren were called in. They determined that Annabelle was possessed by an evil spirit and decided to keep her locked in a glass case in their occult museum. The Warrens warned visitors never to touch the case, and they reported that one visitor who ignored the warning had a fatal motorcycle accident shortly afterward. Annabelle is still there today, under constant watch. If there's one doll you don't want to cross, it's Annabelle. Top 6. Busby's Stoop Chair. Back in 1702, Thomas Busby, a convicted murderer, was executed after a drunken brawl led him to kill his father-in-law. Just before his hanging, he reportedly cursed his favorite chair, saying anyone who sat in it would die. Over the next few centuries, a series of strange, deadly incidents seemed to prove his curse right. In World War II, soldiers who sat in the chair would reportedly never return from battle. After many deaths, the chair was finally hung on a wall in the Thirsk Museum in England to prevent anyone from sitting in it. Visitors can still see it today, but they're warned to keep their distance. Sometimes, a chair isn't just a chair. Top 5. The Myrtles Plantation Mirror. The Myrtles Plantation in Louisiana is known as one of the most haunted places in the U.S., and one mirror there is said to hold the spirits of a woman and her 2 children. Legend has it that they were poisoned by a servant named Chloe, and their spirits became trapped in the mirror, Visitors report seeing faces, child-sized handprints, and mysterious streaks in the glass, no matter how often it's cleaned. The mirror dates back to the 1800s, and whether it's cursed or not, the plantation itself has a dark history that certainly adds to its eerie reputation. Top 4. The Hands Resist Him painting. This one is often called the most haunted painting in the world. Painted by artist Bill Stoneham in 1972, it shows a young boy standing beside a doll with empty eyes. Behind them are ghostly hands pressing against a glass door. The painting was sold on eBay in 2000 with a warning that it was cursed, and the listing went viral after several people reported feeling ill or anxious just from looking at it. Some claim that the figures in the painting move, and a few buyers returned it quickly due to strange phenomena. Today, it's considered a piece of haunted history, though many people avoid it entirely. Whether for the art or the curse, who knows? Top 3. The Koh-i-Noor Diamond. The Koh-i-Noor Diamond is one of the world's largest diamonds, weighing over 105 carats, and has a long, bloody history. Originally mined in India, the diamond changed hands through war, betrayal, and death. In 1849, it was seized by the British during their conquest of Punjab and placed in the British Crown Jewels. There's a long-standing belief that the diamond brings great misfortune to any man who owns it, but fortune to any woman who wears it. For this reason, it's only worn by female members of the British royal family. Whether or not you believe in the curse, the Koh-i-Noor has seen enough tragedy to give anyone pause. Top 2. The Terracotta Army. In 1974, farmers digging in China's Shanxi province stumbled upon an army of life-sized clay soldiers, the Terracotta Army, in the tomb of China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang. While this discovery was hailed as a historic treasure, those involved in the excavation experienced bad luck, illness, and even death soon after. Some believe that disturbing the emperor's tomb released a curse on anyone who dared to move his eternal army. Today, the Terracotta Army is a popular tourist attraction, but the energy and history behind it makes some people wonder if it's still best left undisturbed. Top 1. The Haunted Wedding Dress of Anna Baker. And now for our number 1 cursed object, Anna Baker's wedding dress. In 1849, a wealthy Pennsylvania woman named Anna Baker fell in love with a man her father disapproved of. Heartbroken, she swore she would never marry, but she kept her wedding dress. Visitors to Baker Mansion report seeing the dress move on its own, as if Anna's spirit is still trying it on. The dress has become a symbol of unfulfilled love and remains displayed at Baker Mansion in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Would you visit to see it up close? And there you have it, the top 10 cursed objects you should never touch. Whether you believe in curses or not, these items have undeniably eerie pasts and terrifying legends surrounding them. So what do you think? Are these just creepy coincidences, or are these curses real? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more history. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious, but stay safe.